Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into a feature-packed camping and campfire cooking script. And trust me, this one brings serious wilderness vibes to your fivemrp server. This script lets players place tents, spawn campfires, and even cook food with an interactive minigame that includes progress bars, skill progression, and hidden recipe discovery. And yep, tents even act as storage spots, adding more depth to your roleplay. We've also got a full fuel system, where different fuel types like garbage, firewood, or coal burn differently. And even weather conditions affect how fast your fire burns. If you're building a survival, adventure, or off-grid RP experience, this script is a must-have. Let's check it out in action. To kick off the process of integrating this exciting and dynamic update into your FiveM server, start by visiting the GitHub page, which we've made easily accessible through the link provided in the video description. Once you're on the page, locate the necessary files and download them to your computer. After downloading, extract the contents from the zip folder to access all the required files. Once the extraction is complete, carefully transfer the entire folder into the appropriate directory within your server's configuration that suits its structure and setup. Finally, make a minor adjustment by renaming the folder. Simply remove the word main from the folder's name, and your setup will be ready to move forward seamlessly. Before we jump in-game, there's one quick thing you need to do. Make sure you download the dependency script called renewedlib. It's required for the interactions to work properly with tents, campfires, and all the contextual menus. Once you've got it, just follow the same installation process. And here's the important part. Add renewedlib to your standalone folder, and ensure it starts before the main camping script in your server.cfg. That way, all the dependencies are loaded in the right order, and you won't run into any missing interaction issues when placing tents or using the cooking system. Super simple, but super important. Now, inside the script folder, you'll find an SQL file. This needs to be imported into your preferred database. In my case, I'm using HeidiSQL, but you can use any tool you're comfortable with, like PHPMyAdmin or others. Make sure to import the SQL file into your existing database setup. This step is essential to ensure all the necessary tables and data structures are in place. Skipping this might cause parts of the script to not function properly, so don't miss it. Alright, before we go any further, let's talk about item setup real quick. In my Discord, under the camping thread, you'll find a ready-to-go item snippet. Just copy that. Then head into your aux_inventory/data/items.lua file and paste it in. This will make sure all the camping and cooking items show up properly in your inventory. Now, if you want those food items to actually be edible, you'll need to add them to QBX's consumable system. Copy the second snippet from the thread. Then go to your QBX Small Resources folder, open the consumable folder, and inside that, open config.lua. Scroll down to the food section and paste your snippet there. And that's it. Your food items are now fully functional and ready to use in-game. Now let's jump into the config file for the script itself. This is where you'll customize everything, from fuel types and cooking rewards to skill progression, tent behavior, and more. Now let's take a quick look at the top half of the config file. This is where you'll set up the core functionality for the camping system. Right at the top, you've got basic interaction settings like target distance, tent and campfire prop models, and the item names used to place them. You can change the tent and fire object models here to use any props your server supports. Then we have the default fuel settings. You can control how much fuel a campfire starts with, what the maximum fuel is, and even whether or not to enable temperature-based burning with the GES integration, which is great for dynamic weather setups. Next, you'll define your framework and inventory system. It supports qbox, qb, aux, or standalone. So just match it to whatever your server uses. There's also a debug toggle if you want to visualize heat zones during setup or testing. Then comes the fuel system. This is where you define different fuel types players can use on the campfire. Each one has an icon, a title, a description, and a fuel duration in seconds. So for example, garbage adds 5 seconds, firewood adds 30, and coal gives you a full 60 seconds of burn time. You can easily add more fuel types if needed. This section gives you full control over the realism and pacing of how players maintain their fires. Now let's scroll down and look at the second half of the config. This is where all your cooking recipes and skill progression come into play. Under config.recipes, you'll find a list of all the meals players can cook. Each recipe includes the ingredients, category, cook time, positive and negative effects, a label, and a short description for the UI. For example, grilled_meat needs just 1 unit of beef and gives 35 health, but also adds 5 stress if it's not cooked well. Then we've got grilled_fish, and even more complex ones like mushroom_soup, which requires multiple ingredients and gives multiple buffs like energy and healing. You can customize these however you want, add new recipes, change ingredients, or tweak the stat effects for balance. Now right below that is the cooking skill system. You can enable or disable it, set the max level, and define how much XP players earn per cook. Each level gives perks like ingredient reduction, faster cook times, and better quality food. So the more your players cook, the more efficient they become, just like a real skill grind. From casual grilling to full chef RP, this system gives you everything you need to make cooking a valuable part of your server. Now, once you're in-game, after extensive testing and productive discussions, I'm thrilled to announce that RocketNode and CODEIN are now official partners. We recognize the critical importance of providing top-tier hosting services to ensure your players enjoy an exceptional FiveM experience. RocketNode comes with DDoS protection, 24/7 support, and cloud backups. They offer extremely customizable FiveM server hosting, allowing you to create your own server with just one click. Their easy-to-use control panel makes it simple to set up and modify your FiveM server. If you're tired of searching for a reliable provider for your community, start building with RocketNode today. Make sure to use the link in the description and get a 25% discount on your server by using the promo code provided below. Don't miss out on this great opportunity to enhance your server with a reliable hosting solution. Grab the tent and campfire items from your inventory. When you use either item, a preview will show up in the world, letting you place it exactly where you want before confirming. Super helpful for setting up immersive camp scenes. Once placed, the tent gives you some really cool interaction options. You can go inside, access the tent's storage, or pick it up if you want to move it later. Now let's talk about the campfire. When you interact with the fire, the recipe UI pops up, and it's clean, modern, and super easy to use. You'll see a list of available meals like grilled meat, pumpkin soup, mushroom risotto, and more. Each recipe shows the cook time, fuel usage, and whether you're missing ingredients. There's also a progress bar at the top for your cooking skill, which levels up the more you cook. And yeah, hitting higher levels gives you perks like faster cooking and better food quality. It's honestly one of the most immersive and rewarding cooking systems I've seen in a FiveM script. Before you start cooking, just make sure you've got all the required ingredients in your inventory. The script won't let you begin unless everything's there and ready to go. Once you're good to go, pick your recipe, cook the food, and enjoy the meal around the campfire with your friends. It's a chill little feature that adds a whole lot of depth to survival RP. And that's a full look at the camping and campfire cooking script. From tent placement and fuel systems to skill-based cooking and recipe discovery, this one brings a new level of realism and immersion to your server. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more FiveM showcases just like this one. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time, campers. I'm thrilled to announce that CODEIN has officially surpassed 7,000 members on Discord, making it one of the best FiveM developers and server owners hubs. Fueled by this increase in member count, we've added developer AI bots to help fix code snippets for users facing issues. Moreover, users can also create logos for their servers using our logo creating AI bots. With support for all frameworks from thousands of developers, you'll also find all the necessary free items needed to start a simple roleplay server. So what's stopping you from joining? Join now!